Hear me now? Yes, okay. So good afternoon. I'm excited to be here. I hope that you're enjoying the conference. I've been here since the last day. I made a long journey to come here only for those 45 minutes, but actually we had very good meetings and discussions, and so I'm really happy to be here. It's my first time in India. So first of all, I would like to present myself and to tell you who I am and why I came here and what I'm going to talk with you about and how that correlates to what I'm doing on the day-to-day work. So my name is Roy Nuriel. I'm located in Israel. I don't know if any of you have been there, but although it's a small country, we're doing quite a lot of software development. It's a different kind of software hub rather than India. But those are two major, I think, important places for software development. I'm with HP Software. I've been in Mercury. Any of you know Mercury? Okay. So I've been in Mercury a few years ago, and then we were acquired by HP. And I used to be QA manager for several years, and then I moved to the product management. I'm working very close with the R&D. And I'm working and defining what they should do to some of our products. Probably some of them you do know, like QTP, Load Runner, Quality Center. And in the last 2 years, I moved to lead our ALM SaaS offering, which maybe some of you know we have a new solution for ALM, for Agile Management, sorry. And I encourage you to watch it. Before I start, so I made the, I'm not here to talk about, I'm not doing a marketing pitch. Okay, I'm not going to talk about HP products. I'm not going to talk about how you take and implement them in-house. I'm only going to share with you basically what we're doing and what practices we adopted internally. The only point that you will see slides of our product, that will be that slide. Basically, the product line that I'm leading is Agile Manager, our SaaS solution for Agile Management, and a new product that will be available probably by the end of the year, which is bringing new capabilities for quality that are more targeted for Agile projects. Stay tuned. It's going to be a fascinating product. I hope you would find it interesting and relevant for you. If you want to hear more, you are more than welcome to come after that session to hear. So, the main point that I want to reach is that you will get, I don't know, any one of you who is either doing continuous delivery or is planning to move to continuous delivery to take one or two takeaways from that session and tomorrow morning to see, I guess tomorrow morning is your weekend, right? So 2 days from now, in Israel, we're working from Sunday to Thursday. So in our case, it's a bit different. But early next week to see what you can take and change and modify the environment that we are working on. We are lucky. I think also the guy from Microsoft, they're also lucky because we are developing tools that our customer basically are doing things that are more or less the same as we're doing. So we have the luxury to talk with a lot of customers, to know the market, and to see how we can take all those inputs and make sure that what we're doing is really the right thing to do. You don't need to write anything. I upload everything into Google Docs, so you can find it online. If you can't scan it, you can come to me later on. I will give you my contact information, and you can send me email. And I will send you a link to the case study. Before we start, I want to know more or less who is here in the audience. So how many people over here are project managers? Okay. How many people over here are consultants? Okay. How many people over here deals with quality in any way on your daily work? Okay, very good. So before we start to drill down into the journey that we had, I want to share with you into the details, I want to share with you the journey that we had. And more or less like the guy that talked before me, we released products in a 1-year cycle. We thought that we were doing Agile. We also called it an Agile. I can tell you that I've been in conferences a few years ago, and I asked people in the audience, how many of you are doing Agile? How many of you are doing Agile? Okay, so that's pretty good. The question 5 years ago, by the way, was more or less the same. We also raised our hand when people asked us if we were doing Agile. Honestly, we were not doing Agile. We did something in between to waterfall, to Agile. We had milestones. We used to do stand-up meetings. We call them stand-up meetings. We also have few events that are, as the people who are doing Agile, but at the end of the day, if you're looking at the essence of Agile, if we really were able to modify and change stuff that we are working on along the way, we weren't capable to do that. When we moved to develop our new product line, we knew that we were going to develop that as a SaaS solution. We want to make sure that we are doing things right. We decided that we want to move to continuous delivery, and that was a big change. I mean, from releasing a product in a 1-year release to release it as an ongoing release, that's a big change. It's a big change not only to the R&D. By the way, the R&D, it's the easiest area for you to do that. It's a big challenge for the entire ecosystem. It starts internally in R&D, like QA, documentation, product, marketing. All of those are pretty affected by that change. But I will focus only around what we did internally on our teams. We started by targeting to release every week, and we didn't. Do you know why we changed it? We currently release every month to production. Do you know why? So in our case, it's basically our customers ask us that it's too frequent for them. They ask us to reduce the amount of changes in order to them to have the time to digest the change. So basically, our pipeline today can provide content to production every month, but we do that on every week, sorry, but we do that on a 1-month iteration. Our sprints are 2 weeks long, and that was part of the change that we had. Yeah, so I covered most of the thing. We have 2 weeks sprints. 1 month is a delivery to production, and we have a major release, which is every quarter, which is basically all the content that we released on the last three months. So that's basically one lesson that we learned about continuous delivery, and I will not going to elaborate on that. We are releasing content on every month, and it's not changing. What it means that if a feature is ready, so it goes on the train. I can tell you now all of our releases in the next year, except if they fall on the weekends or holiday, we do minor modifications. But basically, we release every month, which means that if a feature is ready, it can go to the release. If it's not ready, basically it should wait until the next month. And that's tune the entire system and the developers, the QA, and everyone who are involved in that project in order to make sure that we are ready. We defined release criteria. Those release criteria are well defined for every feature, and if you don't achieve those release criteria and the definition of done, basically this feature is out and it will have to wait for another month. And that's basically, it says that we failed in our mission to deliver that content. So I want to talk with you what we are doing now. I talked with you what we did, what we are doing now, and I also want to share with you some of the challenges that we are looking down the road. So as I said, we knew that we are going to move to continuous delivery. We started to do that, but we knew that we are not doing things right. We felt that we need to do a bigger change rather than